I am so excited for you guys because today we're going to be talking about other uses of the subjunctive. Previously, I told you guys that we're going to be using the acronym WEDDING to help us remember when to use the subjunctive. And this would be in the main clause of the sentence. We see these indicators to help us remember when to use the subjunctive. Earlier, we were focusing on the WIG part of wedding, the wishes and wants, the impersonal statements, and lastly, God, which in Spanish translates to hope to God or ojalá. Now we've got to fill in the rest of the gaps. The E stands for emotions. This would be things like I feel, I fear, it makes me happy, etc. The next one is doubt. Something you doubt to be true. The next is denial. Something that you would deny. And the last one is negation. And we'll go into each one of these. When talking about emotions in Spanish with the subjunctive, your sentence starters might be something like siento que, me alegro que, temo que, me enoja que. And as you'll notice, you see each of these sentence starters all have the word que, which is our connecting part of our sentence from the main clause to the subordinate clause. When we want to look at doubt with the subjunctive, we're going to look at the literal translation of doubt in Spanish, and the verb is dudar. Often your sentence with the subjunctive will begin with the yo form. So we have yo, dudo. And of course you doubt that something is the case, so we need that sentence connector que. Denial is no longer just a river in Egypt. It's also used to express something that you cannot believe. So denial uses the verb negar. It is a stem changing verb, E to IE. So usually when you find it with the subjunctive, you're gonna conjugate for the yo form, yo niego, and of course we need our sentence connector, que, here again. And lastly, the N stands for negation, and negation is really something as simple as putting no in front of verbs that we already use. And these verbs are verbs like creer and pensar. If you believe something to be true, it's going to be followed by the indicative. However, if you're not really sure about it or you don't believe it, you're going to put a no in front of it. And we're going to, of course, have our sentence connector, que, and it's going to be followed by the subjunctive. And the key word here is the no. I don't believe that, or I don't think that. And these two call for subjunctive, and you know that because they're negation. So when we see a sentence that might contain the subjunctive, we're going to try and pay attention for a couple things. The first clue you're looking for is a word or a series of words in the main clause, and they could be a wish or a want, an emotion, doubt, denial, impersonal statement, negation, or God, ojalá, plus the word que, and then your subordinate clause, which of course will contain the subjunctive.